Ladies and gentlemen, Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. This is a Forex Quick Look. I'm going to take a look at the dollar versus Swiss. Today's date is March 27th, 2024. Let's get started. Looking at the daily chart of this currency pair, the momentum to the upside has been moving in the upward direction for the last couple weeks, and it all started right about here where the price moved above its 200-day moving average. That's a green line in this chart at 0.88217. You can see the price moved higher, broke above this high briefly, and then rotated back to the downside. It was this day right here where the price stalled ahead of the 200-day moving average before moving to the upside and trading last week and into early this week. We've seen increased momentum that has now taken the price up to the 38.2% retracement, where we found willing sellers against it on the first test, and then above the 38.2% retracement in trading yesterday, and in trading here today, the low price has stayed above that level by a few pips before rotating back to the upside. So if I were to put a close risk level just for traders on this currency pair, it would be this 38.2% retracement. I'd like to see the price extend on this trend move to the downside and get it back above that 38.2% retracement and stay above that level to show that the buyers mean business. Now on the top side on the daily chart, the next target comes against this high price going back to I guess that's the beginning of November, where the price stalled at 0.9118 and then rotated back to the downside. So that would be our next key target on the daily chart, and this that was the low of the swing area. That extends all the way up to 0.914669. So be aware of that before we start to look then toward the 50% retracement of 0.992396. Can we get up to that level? Remember the Swiss National Bank cut rates last week. They're the first central bank to do so, and that gives them the sort of the head start for supremacy as maybe the weakest of the major currencies, and so we are seeing as the dollar Swiss moves to the upside, the Swiss franc getting weaker, and so the fundamental story makes sense. And could we retrace 50% of the move? Sure. By the way, that 50% also corresponds with this high going back to beginning of October, where the price found willing sellers and rotated back down to the 100-day moving average below on this chart. So everything's sort of leaning toward continuing the bullish momentum above the 38.2, moving up toward the 0.9118 to 4.6 level, and then potentially up to the 50% retracement of 0.92396. Wouldn't put it past the buyers in this currency pair because of those reasons. Looking at the 4-hour chart, you kind of get the same picture. Each of these horizontal lines represent a week of trading, and it was a few weeks ago that the price fell below the 100-day moving average only briefly, and then to start to base against that level before moving to the upside. Here's at 91.18 level. Above that level, we have the high price going back to this day right here, which came around the 92.45-ish type level, maybe a little bit lower, 43-ish on the top side, and those would be the next targets on the top side for the dollar versus Swiss. Just for giggles, let's look at the 5-minute chart. Haven't looked at it in trading here today, but if you take a look at the 5-minute chart, kind of based near the on this corrective move to the downside near the 200 bar moving average. The price has been above that 200 bar moving average for a number of days. Most of this week, I guess all day yesterday, and again today, we like I said, moved just below that level before rotating back to the upside, so the buyers remain in control on the 5-minute chart as well. So there you have it, a detailed look at the dollar versus Swiss franc to start your trading day on March 27th. My name is Greg McCloskey. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.